Today, I am starting one of the biggest and most dangerous experiments I have ever conducted in this laboratory. Everything began when one of my followers, Pedro2805, shared an idea that immediately caught my attention. The comment was simple, yet incredibly interesting. It was going to be interesting if you fused Tyranitar with a Groudon. Since then, I couldn't stop thinking about what might happen if the Mountain Destroyer met the ruler of the continents. To begin this experiment, I needed a Larvitar, a small Pokemon that would one day evolve into Tyranitar. So my journey began toward a rocky mountain range far away from civilization.
According to my research data, Larvitar loves mountainous areas because it feeds on soil and rocks as its primary source of nutrition.
Before long, I discovered strange bite marks on a massive granite boulder. The trail led me into a massive cave. There, for the first time, I saw Larvitar eating a rock almost as large as its own body, as if it were nothing more than a snack. However, the moment Larvitar noticed my presence, it immediately attacked with massive rocks, causing part of the cave wall to collapse while dust filled the air. Watch out! I quickly used an iron-rich mineral stone as bait. Larvitar stopped attacking and slowly approached the mineral with curiosity. As Larvitar began eating the mineral, I threw a Pokeball as quickly as possible. A red light surrounded its body, and the capture process began. The Pokeball shook once, twice, 3 times, and finally stopped. Larvitar had been captured successfully.
But the hardest part of this experiment had only just begun. I now had to find Groudon, the ruler of the land who lived deep within volcanic.
The laboratory's thermal sensors detected unusual magma activity inside an ancient volcano. When I arrived, the sea of lava began.
From the magma emerged a gigantic red figure. Groudon stood before me, and every step it took caused the earth to tremble violently.
Its drought ability instantly erased the clouds from the sky. Temperatures rose dramatically, and several of my research drones were destroyed before they could even get close.
I finally used the hyper-containment ball, an experimental technology specifically designed to contain legendary energy like Groudon's.
After a long struggle, the Pokeball finally stopped shaking. I had actually managed to capture Groudon.
I returned to the laboratory and began studying Larvitar's DNA alongside Groudon's ancient energy. The question was simple: what would happen if the two were combined? The fusion chamber activated. Rock, earth, magma, and dark energies began to merge inside the experimental chamber.
When the light finally faded, a completely new life form stood before me.
I named it Larvidon. Its physical form is like Tyranitar, but its strength is like Groudon, like rock with raging magma. Since Larvitar feeds on rocks and Groudon absorbs magma energy, I created a special diet of volcanic minerals and synthetic magma cores for Larvidon. In a very short time, its energy levels increased dramatically. Just as I had hoped, Larvidon began to evolve.
Evolutionary light surrounded its body until it transformed into its second form, which I named Pupidron.
Pupidron tests its strength. It could now use Magma Quake, Solar Sandstorm, and Volcanic Crunch, yet I still didn't know the limits of its power.
To test it, I built a robotic Metagross simulation, equipped with combat abilities and intelligence equal to the real Pokemon. The battle began. Pupidron attacks with Magma Quake. Metagross dodges and retaliates with Meteor Mash!
Flash Cannon struck Pupidron with tremendous force. For the first time since this experiment began, I witnessed my fusion creation suffer defeat. But then something unexpected happened. Larvitar's energy, Groudon's ancient power, and battle experience began reacting with one another. The entire laboratory shook violently as the final evolution began. At last, its ultimate form was born, Tyra Groudon.
Groudon now possessed devastating abilities such as Continental Devastation, Inferno Sandstorm, Terra Oblivion Beam, and King's Domain. The rematch began. This time, Groudon withstood every attack from Robot Metagross before unleashing Terra Oblivion Beam and completely destroying the machine.
I looked at Groudon standing calmly in the center of the laboratory. It was hard to believe that everything had started with a tiny Larvitar eating rocks inside a cave. Yet one question remained. Was this truly its final form? Or was there still another evolution waiting to be discovered?
Our adventure doesn't end here. Do you have any Pokemon ideas you want us to cover? Thoughts on today's video? Drop them right down in the comments section below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you in the next video.